Coming up, Kevin Dillon plays Cowboys and Indians, and we play some hot CDs and videos in the latest installment of The Rock Report. It's all ahead of us on Movie Time. I'm Richard Blade, and also we are going to attend the Mask of the Red Death, and we'll meet the muscles from Brussels. No, not me, Jean-Claude Van Damme. But right now, let's get acquainted with the cast of Star Trek The Next Generation. Here's an on-location report. Beam us up.
Sir, our shields are weakening. Warner will return fire.
Fans of Star Trek The Next Generation take this show very seriously. They count on the Starship Enterprise to turn every threatening encounter into a message of hope for the future.
Everybody set?
Star Trek The Next Generation is now shooting episodes for its third season. As always, the cast gladly plays to its fans' expectations. The atmosphere is hushed and serious. Lines are delivered precisely. Well, most of the time.
You're certain about the atmospheric conditions, Data?
There is adequate oxygen for life support, Commander.
It is exactly as they left it, number one. In the bottle. Ship in the bottle. Good Lord. Didn't anybody build ships in bottles when they were boys?
I never played with boy.
The accomplished Shakespearean actor Patrick Stewart plays Captain Jean-Luc Picard. He says moments like this are unavoidable.
It's true. What happened just now was that in the take, Michael misread toy for boy with some kind of comical consequences.
Right.
That happens because of pressure. That happens because we're working quickly. And everybody's holding on to a lot of lines, learning them and forgetting them and so on. I think the kind of relaxation that we have is very proper and necessary. It pleases me that guests on the show say that it's such a happy company. Finding that balance between doing intensive work in a relaxed way and allowing the whole thing to become too much of a party, I think is very difficult. I feel on the whole we walk that fine line pretty well, but it comes out of pressure.
Report, Lieutenant.
That beam is draining our shields.
If they pull down our shields, we're helpless.
Warp 8, any heading? Engage.
When Star Trek The Next Generation kicks off its new season, Trekkers need not fear. Captain Picard and his trusty crew are still in firm command of their spaceship and their lines.
They still have us.
For Movie Time, I'm Katie Wagner.
Kevin Dillon plays Skitty
Know her as Deanna Troi, the half-human, half-betazoid counselor on Star Trek The Next Generation. Troi speaks with a convincingly alien accent and can sense what others are feeling. Altogether, she's a bit spacey.
You know, some of our greatest advances have come from analyzing failure. While it can be ego-bruising...
But, Counselor, I do not have an ego.
What a surprise to meet Marina Sirtis, the down-to-earth British actress who plays Troi. She greeted us on the set of the Starship Enterprise recently and gave us a grand tour.
This is where Wesley Crusher sits. This is where we drive the ship from. I personally don't think it's that advisable to give the keys to the ship to a 16-year-old, but that's not my decision. Actually, he's 17 now, so I did him a disservice. But this is where he drives the ship from, and he looks out at where we're going at the view screen over there.
Directed, sir. Our shields are weakening.
Back here we have the three, what I think are the most important seats, because I sit back here. This is my seat, and this is my computer. I don't know what it does, and I only use it when I really can't think of anything else to do in a scene, and I just press a few buttons and act some with the computer. Basically, I'm a head person, so I just think a lot.
You can handle defeat in ways. You can lose confidence, or you can legs.
That's me. I made no mistakes.
This is going to be the first time I've ever sat in this chair on film, so I'm going to make the most of it. And yes, it's very comfortable. It's actually the most comfortable chair of the three. It doesn't wiggle. Oh, it wiggles a bit. It doesn't wiggle as much as the other two. And he has all the controls right here at his fingertips.
Warner will return fire.
Transmitting. They've armed another full spread, sir.
Fire torpedoes.
What What I've always wanted to say, and I'm going to say it because I'll never have the chance to say it again, is what Patrick says usually at the end of every episode. He looks at the kid, he looks at number one, never looks at me, and then he says, engage.